Test. Test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. Great Plains Athletic Conference men's volleyball on the way as the Dordt defenders take on the Morningside Mustangs. In Great Plains Athletic Conference action, the Morningside Mustangs come in among the conference leaders. They are 3-0, tied with Jamestown for the conference lead, while the Dordt defenders stand 6-1 overall, 2-1 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, and the defenders trying to pull Morningside back to them in the conference standings. Good evening. My name's Mike Biker. I'll be describing the action to you from the balcony area of the DeWitt Gym. This Morningside team comes into the match 4-5. They lost to Cardinal Stritch to open the year, beat Clark 3-1, and lost back-to-back to Viterbo and Lakeland 3-0 and 3-1. They defeated Ottawa, Central Christian, and Kansas Wesleyan in succession. All of those in conference play, and then lost to Park 3-0 and Georgetown 3-0. The Dordt defenders started the year with 2 wins over Central Christian and Kansas Wesleyan, then lost to Jamestown, and then defeated UC Merced, Kansas Wesleyan, St. Ambrose, and Viterbo to build their record to 6-1. We've got GPAC volleyball on the way this evening. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the start of our contest in 2 minutes.
Welcome to the American State Bank Sports Complex. Let me show you around. So right now we're in the spacious head house of the complex. On my left here we have the concession stand, and then on my right here we have a seating area, whether that's for students, spectators, or fans to come and enjoy before and in between games. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Dome. In the Dome, we have the space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. So the Dome has impacted the softball team in a variety of ways. First, we used to practice during the winter months over in the rec center, but the limited space availability never really allowed us to hit our full potential, whereas in here, we can fit 2 full-size softball fields. We're also able to start games much earlier in the season. We have a range of equipment available here at the Dome, whether it's the batting cages, the soccer goals, or even a field goal available for the football team. It's a huge opportunity to have the space available to practice in the off-season, especially for our outdoor athletic teams. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. The American State Bank Sports Complex will change not only how we practice as Dordt athletes, but also how we interact with the community as a whole. Thanks for letting me take you on a little tour. Hope you stop by soon.
This Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast is brought to you by Joyner & Zwart Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
And sponsored by Sioux Center Health Therapy, partnering with Dordt University to provide quality care to all athletes. Sioux Center Health Therapy.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym, and let's take a closer look at these 2 teams. We begin with the Dordt defenders. They are led this season by Caleb Kalizas, 3.9 kills per set. He also has 12 ace serves, a .286 kill efficiency. He has been a 2-time GPAC Attacker of the Week. Brady Frost is averaging 3 kills per set. Luke Nelson, 1.4 kills per contest. And Andres Guzman is at 1.8 kills per set with 11 ace serves. Lucas Van Groningen has 9.4 assists per set. And Rob Piekaj, is at 4.2 digs per contest with 9 ace serves. He is a 2-time GPAC Defensive Player of the Week. For the Morningside Mustangs, they are led by Natan Alves. He's averaging 3.1 kills per set with a .225 kill efficiency. Dylan Hamill is at 2.3 kills per set with 12 service aces. Jacob DePaw averages 8.8 assists per set with 20 service aces. And Owen Anderson is at 2.6 digs per set, and he has 16 service aces this season. The Dordt defenders went 4-0 in matches played at the Jamestown Classic on Friday and Saturday, February 10 and 11. Kaliza and Piekaj were named Attacker and Defender of the Week by the GPAC for their play. Dordt capped the weekend with a 25-23, 25-22, 25-14 win over Viterbo. Brady Frost accounted for 13 kills. Caleb Kaliza had 10. Lucas Van Groningen capped a good weekend with 35 kills and 35 assists, that should be, and Rob Piekaj had 12 digs in that Viterbo match. Morningside lost a pair of matches on February 10 against Park and Georgetown by a pair of 3-0 scores. In the match with Georgetown, the Tigers won 25-14, 25-23, 25-17. Morningside was led by Kiowa with 10 kills, and Alves had 9. Owen Anderson had 10 digs. Dylan Camel had 6 kills. So we are just about set for volleyball. The Dordt defenders will be on the right-hand side of the court as you watch the contest online. The Morningside Mustangs in their white jerseys with maroon numbers will be to the left-hand side of your screen when you look down at the floor. A familiar face on the Morningside bench, as he is former assistant coach Addison Mertler. He is assisted by his spouse, Emma Mertler. Dordt is coached by Chad Hansen. He has been with the program since it moved to the varsity level from club volleyball. He is assisted by Dylan Dahl and Allie Timmermans. The Dordt defenders in their black jerseys, yellow numbers, trimmed in white. And we are just about set to begin play. It'll be Morningside with service. Jacob DePaul will serve. And Jacob DePaul with 28 serves this season. He will step into the service area, and we are underway with volleyball. Low hard serve taken by Piekaj. Set goes to the middle, and putting it away is Kaliza, but Kaliza into the net. A net violation called on Kaliza. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Morningside Mustangs. So the Mustangs grab an early 1-0 lead. So 1-0 our score. Serve taken by Frost. Piekaj bumps that outside to Kaliza. Kaliza down ball. And we've got a net violation actually over the net to make that attack was DePaul. DePaul, the pass too close to the net, and we're tied 1-1. 1-1 our score. And serving is Andres Guzman. Andres with service, top spin serve controlled by the Mustangs. Set goes to the outside and a block put up, but unable to seal the block, and Alves with the kill. Alves records the kill, and the Dordt defenders trail 2-1. 2-1 with service. And this will be Alves with service. And Alves serve controlled by Piekaj. Gets it outside Van Groningen. Right side to Kaliza. Kaliza unable to put it down. Morningside keeps it in play. Alves from behind the spike line, and Alves with the kill, and Morningside leads 3-1. 3-1 our score. Morningside in front. Just underway with this one, just getting started. Set number 1. Alves with service. And Alves, top spin serve taken by Frost. Overpass though, here comes Morningside on the free ball. Set goes outside, dug by Piekaj. Van Groningen back set to Kaliza. Kaliza unable to put it down. Morningside attacking, dug again by Piekaj. Outside it comes to Frost. Frost tools it off of the block for the kill. Dordt down 3-2. Dordt trails 3-2 after the kill by Frost. Frost with his first kill today. And the Dordt defenders will send Luke Nelson into the contest. Nelson checks in for Hendrik Vandevoort. Short serve controlled. Morningside attacking off high hand. Saved by Kaliza. Right side it goes Piekaj, and Kaliza tools it off of the block for the kill. Jesse Lowe unable to seal that block for the Mustangs, and we're tied at 3-3. 3-3 with Piekash serving. Dordt went 4-0 last weekend. Jump serve controlled. Piekash with service. Morningside attacking, and Dordt puts the block up but unable to close it. And the Mustangs with a 4-3 lead. Owen Anderson with serve. Anderson, the libero, wearing the maroon jersey. And controlled by Guzman. Right side, Kaliza. Kaliza with the kill. And they say that was off the back line, out of bounds. Too fast for me to tell from up in the balcony. So Morningside leads it now 4-3. I beg your pardon, 5-3. So 5-3 our score. Serve a floater taken by Guzman. Van Groningen outside Frost. Frost with the kill. It's 5-4. So Frost with the kill. And Brady Frost with his second kill. And Caleb Kaliza has service. We're early on in set number 1. And Kaliza has service. And his serve, an ace down the line. So an ace for Kaliza. Kaliza with his 13th ace serve this season. And the Dordt defenders take the lead at 6-5 on that kill by Luke Nelson. Luke Nelson recording his first kill of the evening. And Caleb Kaliza has service. Kaliza, the senior from Chicago, and another ace serve as it catches the tape and rolls over. Kaliza with the ace serve. His 14th, his second of the match. Gets the serve location signal from Allie Timmermans on the bench, the assistant for the defenders. Nearly an ace, and instead an overpass, and Lucas Van Groningen is there to put it down. So the defenders with Kaliza still serving. Defenders have taken the lead at 8-5. So the defenders now with 4 unanswered, and Brady Frost on an overpass sends it wide and out of bounds. It's 8-6. 8-6, defenders down 2. And the Mustangs with serve. Dylan Hamill serving. And Hamill's left-handed serve taken by Piekash. Set goes outside Frost, and Frost with the kill. I thought that was off of a blocker's finger, but evidently not. So there I go, anticipating again. 8-7, defenders trailing. Still serving for the Mustangs is Dylan Hamill. So Hamill with the jump serve, catches the tape, controlled by Guzman, sent over to Piekash. Now Kaliza with the attack, well off of the net, and Kaliza with the attack error as it gets into the net, and he's unable to finish it. And we're tied at 8-8. 8-8 our score, so 3 straight by Dylan Hamill in the service area. Hamill will line it up and sends it long and out of bounds. Point defenders. Dordt regains the lead at 9-8. 9-8 defenders by a point. Brady Frost serving. Brady, a sophomore from Wisconsin. 6'6" attacker. Hits it wide and out of bounds. It's 9-9. 9-9. Frost will check out. Fergan will check in. He's the defensive half of Frost's position. And serving for the Mustangs, it's long and out of bounds by Kiowa. And the defenders regain the lead at 10-9. So far the defenders, 5 kills and 5 errors. The Morningside Mustangs have yet to score a point via they have 3 kills. They have no errors so far, so they're hitting .500. We're tied at 10 as the defenders have a service error. Piekaj back into the match. And serving for the Mustangs will be Theron Cox. So the Mustangs taking advantage of some early Dordt miscues, hanging in at 10-10. Outside it comes Guzman. Guzman off high hands. Morningside scrambling. They send it to the outside, saved by Piekaj. Back set right side to Kaliza. Kaliza with a swing, stopped. Morningside attacking, and Morningside sending it long and out of bounds by Kiowa. And the Dordt defenders now with 3 attackers in the front row as Van Groningen will serve. Van Groningen jump serve taken by Alvis. Roll shot saved by Kaliza. Van Groningen sends it outside Guzman. Guzman cross court. Morningside into the net. The attack by Alvis. Point defenders. So Dordt with a 12-10 lead, set number 1 of this best-of-5 contest. Just about 10 minutes into this one, Dordt leading by 2. Serve a floater, controlled, Alvis. Cross-court shot taken by Piekaj, and we've got a back row attack called on the Mustangs. Point defenders, Dordt leads 13-10. So Dordt is pulled away with a 3-point run here. Lucas Van Groningen serving for the 3rd time. Dordt got service back, and now 2 points in a row with serves by Van Groningen. Dordt able to close the block. Here comes Morningside on the attack. Through the block, saved by Piekaj. Van Groningen back set to Kaliza. Kaliza with a kill. So Kaliza with another kill. He's got 3 kills by my count. And the Dordt lead is 14-10. 14-10. Checking out of the match is Kahoai. And serving again will be Van Groningen. Dordt by 4. 14-10. Floater down the line taken by Alvis. Cross-court shot. Van Groningen keeps it alive. Now saved in by Piekaj. Here comes Morningside attacking. Alvis blocked. Dordt attacking. Guzman to the back corner, and Guzman with the kill. Andres Guzman with the kill, and now the Morningside Mustangs thinking about a timeout possibly. Addison Mertler on the bench, and he's going to call the timeout. So a timeout charge to Morningside. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Here we live between big city and small town, but we don't do anything halfway. We play in a community that's safe for families while providing our kids big city opportunities. We work in a place proud of its rural history that's already writing its future in science and technology. This is a place where we love our neighbors and where a small town is more like a big family. Sioux Center, live life in the middle of everything.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection, connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications, looking ahead.
Again, that was Van de Voort and Guzman teaming up for the block, and the defender lead is 16-11. 16-11, Dordt with service. Andres Guzman with serve. And the defenders up by 5 here in set number 1. And Guzman with the jump serve. It catches the tape and falls back on the Dordt side of the net. Point Mustangs, and the Mustangs trail it 16-12. So the defenders down early, but have come back to take a 4-point lead right now at 16-12. So 16-12 the score. Morningside serving. Alvis with serve, and he serves into the net. And if you're unfamiliar with the men's game, there are a lot of service errors. Not as many service aces as you would think, but because you serve so aggressively, there are a substantial number of errors. Piekaj with serve down the line, taken by Alvis, controlled by the Mustangs, and Anderson rolls a shot cross court, dug by Piekaj, comes back to Frost. Frost with a kill. Frost with the kill at 17-12. Defenders now leading by 6 as the point goes up on the board. 18-12 defenders. And Rob Piekaj with service. And Piekaj's serve is long and out of bounds. Point Mustangs, and the Mustangs trailing by 5, 18-13. But it's pretty hard to score points in runs. And the Mustangs will serve. This is Owen Anderson. Anderson serve controlled by Guzman. Quick attack, Nelson unable to put it away. Set backside. Kahoai unable to put it down. Dordt attacking. Van Groningen over to Frost. Frost unable to put it away. Set goes to Alvis. Alvis with a kill from behind the spike line. Alvis with his 3rd kill in 10 swings. He's also got a couple of errors. Dordt leads at 18-14. And the Mustangs will serve. And Morningside takes with the serve. That goes to Guzman. Nelson blocked at the net, kept alive by Piekaj, tips it over. Morningside attacking. Dug again by Piekaj. Van Groningen to Frost. Frost out of system. Here comes Morningside. Dug again by Piekaj. Right side, Kaliza, and Kaliza banks it off of the block. And Rob Piekaj, he has taken a huge step this season in terms of defensive play. Unofficially his 8th dig so far tonight. And he kept that ball in play long enough, and the Dordt defenders finally able to get a swing at the net for a kill. Here comes Morningside, unable to put it down. Set goes, DePaul goes outside again, near side to Hamill. Hamill unable to put it down. And attacking, going through the block, and missing the block was Kahoai. And Kahoai's attack goes wide, not out of bounds. Point defenders, Dordt leading 20-14, and Morningside needs a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute. So Dordt with service. Caleb Kaliza serving. And Caleb Kaliza will line it up and send it over. And his jump serve controlled by Kahoai. Kahoai on the attack off high hand, saved by Kaliza. Van Groningen comes back to Nelson. Nelson on the quick attack, and Nelson with a kill. Dordt leads 21-14, and the defenders taking a stranglehold on this one. Serve controlled by the Mustangs. DePaul with the set to Alvis. Dug by Guzman. Van Groningen right side Kaliza. Kaliza with a kill. The Dordt defenders with a 22-14 lead. Up by 8, and Caleb Kaliza with service. Well, this team, in what I have watched, has taken a step forward, especially on their defense, keeping balls in play, and they've also been able to speed up their attack. DePaul sets to Hamill. Hamill from the right side with the left hand puts it away, but the defender lead is 22-15. Now we're late in the first set. Serving now will be Hamill, who just had that kill moments ago. Quick attack, Nelson. Nelson with the tip and the kill. Well, not how you diagrammed it, but Nelson stretches out for that one, gets just enough of it to send it over the net. Point defenders, Dordt leading 23-15, and Dordt closing in on set point. Frost with serve, controlled. Mustangs outside, Kahoai unable to put it away. Van Groningen back over to Nelson. Nelson with a swing. Mustangs attacking Alvis. Alvis high contact point with a kill. So Alvis with the kill. It's 23-16. And the Dordt defenders. Kahoai with service. And the Dordt defender lead is 7, and the serve is long by Kahoai. Point defenders, Dordt leads 24-16. Dordt will be back in action again this Saturday. More volleyball, 5 o'clock start as they face Ottawa. Dordt serving now for the set. Luke Nelson with service. And Luke's serve controlled. Here come the Mustangs. Set outside Alvis. Alvis blocked at the net. Van Groningen teaming up with Hendrik Vandevort for the block, and the Dordt defenders take a 25-16 win in set number 1. 25-16, set number 1, the final. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back to set things up for set number 2 right after this.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery.
And brought to you by Furniture Mart. Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, window treatments at your local Furniture Mart, family owned and located downtown Sioux Center.
Hello fans of Defender Sports, hope you're enjoying the game whether you're a friend or family member of a player or coach or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. But going into each and every game, there's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has, and that's a game plan. If these players and coaches are willing to put this much time into planning for a game, how much more important is putting together a game plan for your financial life? Now, the financial world continually becomes more complicated, but if you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours upon hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules of the game in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, we've been helping households to build their financial game plan upon all the things more important than finances, while being good stewards of the resources God has entrusted to their care. Because there's things in life more important than money, and none of them are things. I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner and president of Money Concepts, the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media. Check out our podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or your favorite podcast app, or schedule a complimentary meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money.
Back at the DeWitt Gym, where the Dordt defenders take set number 1, 25-16 from the Morningside Mustangs. After a slow start, the Dordt offense got clicking, and they secured 7 kills in a row. After they were at 5 kills with 5 errors early, they end up with 12 kills on 5 errors on 31 swings for a 226 kill efficiency for Morningside. Our offense ended up stagnating a bit. They end up with 6 kills with 6 errors and 30 total attacks. When the kills equal the errors, you end up with a 0 kill efficiency. Morningside with serve, receive, set goes, outside Alvis. Alvis with the kill. Alvis now with 5 kills. He is far and away the leader for the Mustangs with a total of 7 kills as a team. For the Dordt defenders, Caleb Kaliza with 4 kills, Luke Nelson and Brady Frost also with 3 kills. So Dordt a little more balance in terms of their attacks. Alvis with service. And his serve taken by Piekaj, an overpass, and it's put down for the Mustangs. Mustangs putting it away, Jesse Lowe. So Morningside serving a little more aggressively. There you see Alvis with, it won't go in the book as an ace, but I like to call those indirect aces, as it led to almost directly to a point for the Mustangs, as Dordt was never able to get in system. Alvis with service, and Alvis sends that one well off the spike off of the back line. Target practice at one of our cameramen down on the end line. 2-1, Dordt trailing by a point in set number 2. Jump serve by Guzman. Guzman unable to put it down though. Attacking is Kahoai, and Kahoai off of the block for the kill. Kahoai, his second kill. He's got 3 errors, 12 total swings. Alvis and Kahoai actually have pretty similar numbers in terms of total attacks. Controlled by Piekaj, goes to Van Groningen. Quick attack, Frost unable to put it down. Beg your pardon, that was Vandevort with the quick attack. Now Kaliza with a tap. Pancake saved by the Mustangs momentarily, but the libero, Owen Anderson, unable to keep it in play. Point defenders, and Dordt trails 3-2. 3-2 our score. Piekaj with serve. And Rob Piekaj serve. Jump serve controlled. Here come the Mustangs. Set goes to the middle, and the Mustangs, Theron Cox with a kill. Theron Cox records his first kill of the evening. And now Dylan Hamill, the right side attacker, will check into the match. And he will serve. Controlled by Guzman. Van Groningen back to Kaliza. Kaliza blocked at the net by Cox and DePaul. And Morningside has a 5-2 lead. So the Mustangs rebounding from a loss in set number 1 of 25-16. Come back to lead early in set number 2. Hamill serve, taken by Guzman. Right side Frost. Frost unable to put it away. Dordt attacking Kaliza. Kaliza around the block. Pushed over the net, free ball. Nelson to Van Groningen. Back to Nelson, blocked at the net. Morningside has made their adjustment, and it's pushed over the net, saved. Here comes Morningside, pushed down, and the defenders Kaliza. Caleb Kaliza with the tip and the ace with the kill. A kill for Kaliza. It's 5-3. So Dordt won set 1, 25-16. Serving for the defenders will be Caleb Kaliza. Kaliza, a senior from the Chicago area. His jump serve controlled. Morningside attacks. Hamill blocked at the net, picked up by the defenders, pushed over the net by Frost, saved by Morningside. Kahoi with the down ball. Dordt attacks. Frost tools it off the block for the kill. Brady Frost, a sophomore. He made an impact last year as a freshman. He's from Neenah, Wisconsin. 6'6" sophomore. Caleb Kaliza serving. Kaliza leading Dordt at the net with 6 kills. He also has 2 service aces. Trying to get Dordt back to even. Kahoi unable to put it down. Dug by Guzman. Pushed over the net by Kaliza. And Kaliza over the off speed in the kill. And it drops in for a 5-5 tie. 5-5 serving. Kaliza. And Caleb Kaliza. His serve taken by Alves. Overpass, and Frost puts it down. Brady Frost with a kill on the overpass, and Brady Frost with 5 kills in the early going of this one. I guess we can't quite say the early going anymore. We've got a nice start to set number 2. Dordt leading 6-5. And Kaliza's serve. Kahoi. Pass is too close to the net, and Lucas Van Groningen puts it away. Van Groningen with the kill, and for Van Groningen, his 2nd kill at the net. He's also got 11 assists. He also has taken a step forward this year as a sophomore now. Valuable experience last season. And the Morningside Mustangs forced to use a timeout, trailing 7-5 in set 2. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
We understand how complex the financial landscape can be to navigate. Our goal is to free up your hands so that you can focus on what is most important in life.
Caleb Kaliza with service, controlled by the Mustangs as we return to play. Off high hands, and we have a back row attack called on Alves. Alves taking off from in front of the spike line in the estimation of our R1, Jody Wheelinga. Jody, the R1, up in the stand. Todd Karolczyk, longtime volleyball coach. You'll see him working some matches on TV once in a while as well. Cross-court shot, and a nice shot that time by Kahoi. Kahoi puts it down. You'll see Todd doing some Big Ten matches, and he's been doing volleyball matches as long as I've been in this position, so a couple of decades for the volleyball official. And with men's volleyball now, he's able to fill his schedule even a little bit more in the area. Serve is wide now to bounds. Dordt with a 9-6 lead. And serving for the defenders will be Brady Frost. Frost, jump serve, it catches the tape. Morningside sends the receive over. Dordt on the free ball in effect, and Guzman puts it away. Guzman puts that one away with authority. And for Guzman, that is his 2nd kill. It's 10-6. Brady Frost with serve. Brady Frost serve, nearly an ace. Here comes Morningside. A block put up at the net by Guzman and Nelson, and the Dordt defender lead is 11-6. So much as they did in set number 1, the defenders taking control in set number 2, right around the 5-5 point. And the defenders now with a 5-point lead, 11-6. Frost with service. Morningside scrambling. Passed over the net after the block. Here come the defenders. Piekaj, Van Groningen outside Guzman. Guzman with another kill. Well, I had the opportunity to watch the Dordt-Jamestown men's match a couple of weeks ago on a Friday, 2 weeks ago tomorrow, I believe. And the defenders within a whisker of winning that match, and that gave us an indication that this team has taken a step forward and played at a pretty high level throughout the course of that entire match. That was good to see. Defenders traveling to Jamestown. And the defenders will get another crack at the Jimmies. Would love to have the defenders with just one loss in conference play at that point. Have it be a very meaningful match. Nelson hits it into the net. Point Morningside. And it'll be Mustangs with service. Jamestown has ruled the conference. They're a national competitor and a national tournament caliber team once again this year. Caleb Kaliza tools it off the block and it goes out of bounds. Point defenders. Dordt leads 13-8. Defenders with a .298 kill efficiency. And the defenders also with 2 ace serves. While Morningside has no ace serves. Much of that having to do with Rob Piekaj has really solidified the Dordt defense. An off speed by Hamill, blocked at the net. Guzman looked like he might have mistimed his jump, but he's able to stay up long enough and knock it down. And the defenders lead 14-8. Luke Nelson with serve controlled. Morningside. Hamill again, this time around the block, saved by Nelson. Gets it to Van Groningen outside to Guzman, blocked. Dordt reloads. Kaliza from behind the spike line, and Kaliza unable to get on top of that one enough. Sends it long and out of bounds. It'll be Morningside service. Morningside thus far, 11 kills, 9 errors, 46 total attacks. And the jump serve by DePause in the net. For Morningside, they now have 7 service errors. Dordt with 6 service errors, but they do have 2 ace serves. Van Groningen short serve. Here comes Morningside. And through the block from the right side is Alvis. Alvis makes it 15-10. 15-10 defenders by 5. Set number 2. Well, once again, the Dordt Media Network student employees, they're off and running tonight. Got 3 camera operators in the gym, 4 total cameras, actually 5 that they're working their way through. 6 if you count the net cam as well. 16-10 our score. The defenders, Caleb Kaliza with another kill. Kaliza with 9 kills and a .263 kill efficiency. Andres Guzman with service. And Andres with the jump serve on the way. And it catches the tape and rolls over, and an ace serve for Andres. So Andres Guzman records the ace serve. For Guzman, that is his first ace of the night. We've got a timeout on the floor charged to Morningside. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University and sponsored by Sioux Center Health Therapy, partnering with Dordt University to provide quality care to all athletes. Sioux Center Health Therapy. And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
This Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast is brought to you by Joyner and Zwart Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery.
Serving is Guzman. Andres with service, and the jump serve controlled. Morningside attacking, and Hamill hits it long and out of bounds, and there was no touch at the net. Point Defenders. Dordt leads 18-10. Kudos to our stat crew once again as well. Ellie Brower and Megan Vanderkoy working on the stats, and such a great thing to have those dedicated student employees. An attack from the right side, and the Dordt defenders unable to finish it. It's 18-11. That was Jesse Lowe. Dordt unable to track down the second contact. And serving now for the Mustangs will be Owen Anderson. Anderson, a floater taken by Guzman. Back attack, and Vandevort with a kill. Well, Hendrik Vandevort, 6'6" sophomore with the kill. He's from Linden, Washington. There you see that replay. In Dordt, when they go to that quick attack, Morningside was snuffing it out in the first few points of set number 2, but the defenders, and service is long and out of bounds. And I think the Dordt players saying, I thought the line judge called it in actually, but the R1 has the jurisdiction to overrule anything from the stand, and she did. Don't know if it was right or wrong. Ball moves too fast. That's why we've got 4 line judges rather than 2, as you'll see in women's volleyball. Women's volleyball, it moves pretty fast as well, but men's volleyball, we did find out that with 2 line judges, it just weren't catching things up the sidelines as well as probably should. An attack and a kill by Jacob DePaw. DePaw able to dump it in. And Donovan Shandy with service. Dordt leading 2013. Dordt won set 1, 25-16. 25-16. Here's the quick attack for Nelson. Blocked at the net. Van Groningen with a bump set over to Frost. Frost with a power tip. And the power tip misses wide and out of bounds. Point Morningside. Morningside trailing 20-14. Short serve controlled by Guzman. Pushed over by Van Groningen. Van Groningen with a kill. Van Groningen able to shift gears and get the kill. Dordt leading 21-14. And the short serve, Shandy with a free ball back to the defenders. Now Van Groningen with the dump, unable to put it away. Van Groningen put the set back over to Kalisa. Kalisa with the kill, and too many weapons right now. So Kalisa with the kill. And the defenders, Caleb Kalisa now with the match high 10 kills. Brady Frost with serve, controlled by Anderson. And the defenders with a block put up on Alvis. And the defenders right now running away with set number 2, 23-14. Brady Frost with with another serve. Serves from the middle of the service line, misses it wide and out of bounds. And the Dordt defenders with a 23-15 advantage. Brady Fergan with service. And Fergan checks in, and he'll receive serve now from Theron Cox. Cox with a jump serve taken by P.A. Kosh. To Van Groningen, back to Nelson. Nelson with a kill. Nelson makes it 24-15. And the Dordt defenders leading by 9 with a chance to take a 2-0 lead in the best of 5 match. So Dordt trying to stake itself to a 2-0 lead. And the serve to the sideline by Nelson is wide and out of bounds, and the defender lead is 24-16. Defenders won set 1, 25-16. They lead here in set number 2, 24-16. And serving again will be DePaul. DePaul, serve taken by Guzman. Bump set outside by Piekaj. Guzman with the swing. Guzman with a kill. And the defenders win set number 2, 25-16. Set number 3 on the way. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt in 2 minutes.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And today's broadcast sponsored by Ployne Publishing. Quality printing from design to delivery.
American State Bank is celebrating our 50th anniversary, and we couldn't have made it this far without your support. For us, banking just scratches the surface. We pride ourselves in our commitment to our communities, building meaningful relationships with our customers, and doing our best to have some fun along the way. We're proud to be a locally owned and operated bank, supporting the communities we serve. Thank you for choosing American State Bank. We can't wait to see what the next 50 years have in store.
Guzman does not, he's got 5 kills. And now a short serve. And Owen Anderson unable to get that one. Owen Anderson unable to get up quickly enough. And Caleb Kaliza's serve. And Kaliza with another ace. For Kaliza, that's his 3rd ace. Pushed over the net and back to the Morningside Mustangs. The Dordt defenders with a block put up by Frost and Van Groningen. And now Kaliza with service. Kaliza serve down the line, taken by Kahoai. Back to Hamill. Hamill unable to put it down. And the Dordt defenders with the block, and the defenders running away with set number 3 now, 6-2. Defenders with a 2-0 lead already in this one. And trying to close it in 3. See if they're able to do so. They've had 1 5-setter this year, have the defenders. They've had 2 that have gone 4 sets. And the other 4, I guess, were sweeps. Frost blocked at the net by Hamill, so Hamill stops the Dordt run at 6-3. Dordt winning sets 1 and 2, 25-16 and 25-16. Another busy weekend for Dordt Athletics coming up. The volleyball team is hosting Ottawa on Saturday. And a double contact called on the defenders. Lucas Van Groningen trying to keep that in play. And he made 2 successive contacts. One of them with his foot. So he gets called for the double contact. Hamill serving, and Hamill's serve is long and out of bounds. Point, defenders. Defenders lead 7-4. So volleyball plays at 5 on Saturday. Men's and women's basketball is on the road to Jamestown on Saturday as well to wrap up the GPAC season. Frost serving. And Kahoai unable to get to it. It's 8-4, defenders by 4. Great Plains Athletic Conference Indoor Track and Field Championships tomorrow and Saturday in Seward, Nebraska. Hosted by Concordia. Kahoai serve. Set goes right side and a kill from the right side. That is Theron Cox, making it 8-5 for Cox. That is his 2nd kill. Dordt baseball and softball in action this weekend. The Defender baseball team taking off in the wee hours tomorrow morning. They'll play a couple of games now down near the Kansas-Oklahoma border. Winfield, Kansas. Play 2 tomorrow and another 2 on Saturday. Dordt softball playing involved in a classic hosted at the ASB Sports Complex and the Dome. Jump serve controlled. Here comes Morningside. And off the block for the kill. That is Theron Cox. Dordt softball playing 2 tomorrow and 2 on Saturday as part of that 16-game weekend at the Dome. ASB Sports Complex hosting a classic last week and again this weekend and again next weekend. Set goes to the middle and Hendrik Vandevoort with a kill. So Hendrik Vandevoort with the kill, and for Vandevoort that is, as I double check his numbers, 2nd kill today on 6 attacks. Morningside sends over the free ball. Piekash to Van Groningen. Vandevoort from the middle, and Vandevoort with another kill. Hendrik Vandevoort with another kill, and Addison Mertler given another timeout some thought. He hasn't signaled yet, and he will. Timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt right after this.
Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today, serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
Family, farm, business, community. People's Bank, where values matter.
Be there, but it's not there yet. The Morningside Mustangs called the timeout, and Dordt comes back with another kill. So the Mustangs have used a timeout, trailing now 12-6. Dordt winning the first two sets handily, and that attack percentage continuing to climb. Remember when it was at 0, they had 5 kills and 5 errors, and Morningside was right in it. Hamill bangs it off of a block for a kill. It's 12-7. Since then, though, the defenders have 27 kills against 6 errors. That'll win you some men's volleyball matches, no doubt. And now a service error into the net by DePaul. Point defenders, Dordt leading 13-7. Fergan checks out and Frost checks in. So Guzman with service. And Guzman with the serve, long and out of bounds, well off of the back line. Very nearly sends that one into the wall, and the Dordt defenders with a 5-point lead at 13-8. For the defenders, that is the 10th service error thus far. For the Mustangs, they have 11 service errors, but they have not recorded an ace serve, while Dordt has 4. The defenders also recording 8 points off of blocks so far. Guzman to Van Groningen, unable to put it away was Vandervoort. And Hamill with the attack, and he hits it long and out of bounds. Point defenders, Dordt leads 14-8. For the Mustangs, they have 2 points off of blocks so far, and they've got 18 kills against 15 errors. Piekaj with serve, close to the net. Frost goes up to try and block it. Overhand dig by Van Groningen. Kaliza with the attack, unable to put it down. Pushed over the net by Piekaj. Saved by Van Groningen. Right side Kaliza. Kaliza with a swing. Kaliza unable to put it down, though. Passed over the net on the free ball by Anderson. Here comes Dordt. Outside Frost. Frost with a kill. Brady Frost with another kill. It's 15-8. Dordt with a 7-point lead, set number 3. Dordt firmly entrenched in the driver's seat right now. Kaliza with 11 kills, and Brady Frost and Andres Guzman each with 6. Set goes outside Kahoai, and Kahoai hits it wide and out of bounds. (16-8). Dordt leading by 8. And Piekaj with serve, controlled by Anderson. Outside Kahoai, and Kahoai hits it wide and out of bounds. Point defenders. And serving for the defenders again will be Kaliza. Will be Piekaj. Piekaj with service, and Rob serve controlled. Outside it goes Kahoai. Kahoai blocked at the net. Dordt reloads as Morningside pushed it back over. Frost, 1-foot takeoff and a kill. Brady Frost with the kill. Dordt leads 18-8. I believe Morningside's got 1 timeout remaining if they want to use it. So far they haven't. It's 18-8, down 10, and the defenders leading 2-0. A block put up by the defenders, Frost and Nelson, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the defenders. It'll be Morningside point. Dordt leading 18-9. And serving for the Mustangs is Owen Anderson. Anderson with a floater, back line taken by Guzman. Back to Nelson. Nelson with the swing and the kill. Luke Nelson with his 6th kill. And the Dordt defenders leading 19-9. So we will have a sub checking in for the defenders. This will be Diego Santiago. So Diego checks into the match. He's from Puerto Rico, listed as a sophomore. 5'10" outside hitter. Dordt leading 19-9. Kaliza's serve. Mustangs attack. Hamill with the attack, sends it long and out of bounds. And the Morningside players wanting a touch. And the Dordt defenders, Luke Nelson, indicating that he touched it. So it'll be a point for the Mustangs. 19-10 our score. And serving will be Hamill. Hamill with the left-handed attack, and it's wide and out of bounds. Point defenders, it's 20-10. So the Dordt defenders with service. Santiago serving. And Boris Lee will check into the match. Caleb Kaliza will check out. So Boris will play back row right now for the defenders. He's also the backup setter. And Santiago with serve. Santiago over the off speed, controlled by Morningside. Over the block, saved by Santiago. Set goes outside Guzman. Guzman tries to go cross court and hits it wide and out of bounds on the cross court shot. Point Morningside. Dordt leads 20-11. The defenders with a .319 kill efficiency. If you hit over 300 in men's volleyball, you're probably going to win the match. If you hit over 200, you're still a pretty good team. Seen a lot of kill efficiencies that are in the 100 to 150 area that teams are able to have success. And the Morningside Mustangs, player called for being in the net. And the defenders will serve now. Luke Nelson serving. So a block error actually that time against the Mustangs. Jump serve controlled. Here come the Mustangs, and a block put up by Guzman and Vandevort. And the Dordt lead is now 22-11. 22-11. Here you see that block on the Dordt Media Network. And serving for the defenders will be Ryan Dick. He's from Brooks, Alberta. 5'10" junior. And his serve a floater controlled by the Mustangs and their libero, Anderson. Dordt coming back with a kill on the other side. And the Dordt lead is 23-11. 23-11. Aaron Van Bell will check into the match. So Van Bell will check into the match. Short serve. Blocked at the net. The defenders put it up. Now an overpass, and Guzman punches it over. Guzman with another kill. And the Dordt defenders now serving for the set and the match at 24-11. 24-11. Dordt leading. And serving will be Ryan Dick. His serve catches the tape, rolls over, and an ace serve for Dick ends it. And the Dordt defenders with a 25-11 win in set 3 to finish the match. 3-0, 25-16, 25-16, and 25-11. The defenders have improved to 7-1 this season, 3-1 in the conference. Morningside 4-6 overall, and now 3-1 in Great Plains Athletic Conference play. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with our post-game show, the Wireless World post-game show, brought to you by Wireless World, your local Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. Back with more in 2 minutes.
Family, farm, business, community. People's Bank, where values matter.
Back at the DeWitt Gym, where the Dordt defenders win in commanding fashion as they win 25-16, 25-16, and 25-11. The Dordt defenders with a 347 kill efficiency. And the Dordt defenders, taking a look at those numbers, a 347 kill efficiency, while the Morningside Mustangs an 028 kill efficiency. Dordt had a total of 38 kills, while the Morningside Mustangs had 20. 18 digs for the Mustangs, 26 for the Dordt defenders. The Dordt defenders also recording a total of 7 points off of blocks, 14 assists, 1 solo. And the Morningside Mustangs ended up with 4 block assists, so a total of 2 points off of blocks for the Mustangs. The Dordt defenders were led tonight by Caleb Kaliza's 11 kills. Luke Nelson had 6 kills. Brady Frost and Andres Guzman with 7 apiece. Lucas Van Groningen with 4, and Hendrik Vandervoort had 3. For the Morningside Mustangs, they had 6 kills from Elvis, 4 each for Hamill and Kahoai, 3 for Cox, 2 for Lowe, and 1 for DePaul. 17 assists for DePaul as well in 3 sets, so a little over 5 per contest. Lucas Van Groningen puts up 27 assists, so he averages 9 per set. Rob Piekash with 11 digs and 5 digs for Andres Guzman. Taking a look at the block totals, Luke Nelson with 4, Lucas Van Groningen with 3, Hendrik Vandervoort with 3, and 2 for Guzman. For Morningside, they got 5 digs each from DePaul and from Alvis. Let's take another 2-minute break. We'll be back with more on the postgame show right after this.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym, where the Dordt Defenders victorious over Morningside by set scores of 25-16, 25-16, and I think it was 25-11 is how the last one ended. The Dordt Defenders now 7-1 this season, and I'm joined by Luke Nelson. Luke is a senior from Plymouth, Minnesota, and first of all, congratulations on a win, Luke. Nice win for the team here tonight in GPAC play. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We worked really hard this week, had a lot of really focused and very, very intentional practices, and just really trying to prepare for this match in the best way that we can.
Fill me in a little bit on the offseason, because it appears this team has taken a pretty good step forward in terms of, I've noticed it in defense, especially off the net defense, it seems, by a lot of different people, but also blocks seem to be closed a little bit better than they have been in years past. What did the offseason look like for this team?
I don't know specifics on, certain people. I know for myself and a few others on the team, we just played a lot this summer. It was really nice having we had one senior, so pretty much the same squad as last year. That just helps us build continuity from year to year, and really just, hey, what do we want to accomplish this year? A lot of really meaningful and productive meetings in the preseason, and lots of productive practices. Just talking about, how we're going to do this, how we're going to accomplish these goals, what those goals are, and just what we can do to make it all happen. 8
matches into the season. How do you like how this team is playing?
I love how we're playing. We're playing, I think, better than any year in the past. I haven't seen the most recent poll, but as of last, we were receiving votes, which is a first in Dordt history, and we're just going to continue growing from there and continue on up.
I made the comment on the broadcast that I watched, it's 2 weeks ago tomorrow, that you went to Jamestown, and Jamestown has kind of become the measuring stick for this team, or for this program, in that they are where we want to get competitively. You were within a whisker, it felt, of knocking them off. I would guess some frustration with being that close and falling short, but also give you a little confidence heading into the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, they've always been, a goal for us, and not that we want to look like any specific team in general. We really want to be ourselves, and we want to play like Dordt. We don't want to play like Jamestown. We don't want to copy their systems. We don't want to copy their players, their moves, nothing like that. But as far as wins and national rankings go in the conference, they are the goal, and coming that close, yeah, it was fun to really come just almost there, but falling a little bit short was tough. But, I mean, hey, losing by 2 in the 5th set, that's really a coin toss in my opinion. There's just a point here or there, missed serve here or there, in or out.
You said something interesting. You played a lot in the off season. Where do you find men's volleyball matches to play?
I play a lot of outdoor personally.
Okay.
I'm from Minneapolis, play just about every weekend up there.
Okay.
So just as much volleyball as I can play. I was probably playing 6 out of the 7 days a week. Just trying to improve my game.
How's the knee doing?
Knee's doing much better. Yeah, I had some problems in the preseason with my knee. It took me out for a good couple months, but came back and took winter break just to focus on healing it, and now I've come back and it feels absolutely great.
How'd you end up at Dordt, Plymouth, Minnesota? How'd you end up in Sioux Center, Iowa?
Basically a combination of had my major and had had men's volleyball and really just saw a program that I could contribute to right from the start, right from freshman year. Saw that I could continue and contribute to the team.
What is your field of study?
Industrial technical education.
What does that mean?
So it's basically wood shop, metal shop, all that stuff.
And are you student teaching now?
Yes. Yeah, I'm currently student teaching full-time at Sioux Center Public for the great John Dornenball over there.
Okay, yeah.
And it's just been a pleasure. It's been busy trying to do, full-time student teaching and full-time volleyball. I'm pushing 12 hours of doing stuff all day, every day, sometimes more, and it's tough, but hey, it's a grind and I love it.
Is the job hunt on or not yet?
Kind of got to see.
Okay.
It's up in the air. There's few jobs I'm applying for, but kind of got to figure out what I want to do with the future, whether that's continue volleyball or coaching or teaching.
Are you interested in coaching at some point? I mean, athletes, it's pretty hard. You lose that opportunity to scratch that competitive itch, if you will. Have you thought about how you're going to try to fulfill that once this is over, whenever this is?
Yeah, that's a great question and not one that I like to think of too often. I'm hoping to be able to play after this and just play a few seasons of professional, whether that be in the U.S. or overseas. But from there, maybe coaching. Right now, this summer I've spent coaching for Stantal Volleyball Academy in Minnesota. And
so is that your car out there that has the logos?
That is my boss's car.
Okay,
my boss's car.
Was he on campus yesterday potentially?
Yeah, so Stantal Volleyball, we're running a camp this week for the women's program. And so just Stantal Volleyball is all about not only we want to create All-American athletes, and we have created those All-American athletes. But beyond that, all right, what is volleyball really all about? How do we coach the mental side as well as the physical side? I want the players that I coach, I want them to love the sport. Really, that's what sport's about. And that's the biggest, most important thing that we can possibly teach the youth is how to enjoy themselves while they play.
Well, Luke, congratulations on a great start to the year, and let's see if we can keep this rolling a little bit. Saturday, Ottawa, and don't want to put things too far in front, but we'll worry about Ottawa on Saturday. Thanks for coming up and sharing your thoughts on the season so far and what you've been busy with so far this year.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Luke.
Thank you. Have a good one.
That's Luke Nelson talking about the match and the season so far, and also talking about what could possibly be ahead for him. And we will get to Chad Hansen here in just a moment as well, as he puts the headset on. And Coach Chad Hansen, 3-0 win over the Morningside Mustangs. Did a lot of things well tonight, including a 347 kill efficiency. Well, you must be harder of hearing than Luke is, because he had no problem hearing it.
Huh?
So you get a 3-0 win tonight, 347 kill efficiency. I made the comment, if you hit over 300 in a men's volleyball match, you're probably, unless something else is really off, you're probably going to have success and your team really good at the net tonight.
Thank you. It was a great offensive night for us, and it's funny you say that, because in men's volleyball I've seen some really high-level offensive terminating matches where both teams are hitting 300 in that 350 range, and it's just a slugfest of score. But for us, the offensive focus that we had this week was to keep building our continuity and fluidity without putting more risk in. And I was really glad to see our guys make smarter shots, swing the harder balls that were in system, in rhythm, and keep the shots on that are just a little bit imbalanced for us. I felt like we really minimized our errors in a good way, and that was incredible to see that, given that this week had a lot of emphasis in that way.
A couple observations. Your attack seems to be a little speedier than it has been, specifically in past seasons, but even from when I saw you earlier this season, I believe with Kansas Wesleyan or Central Christian, I'm not sure which.
Yep.
The faster attack is something that you don't always see in men's volleyball. It's more power. really gives you an advantage to be able to play both ways.
It does, yeah. And that can only happen if our serve-receive passing or our ball control touch lets our setter be up there at the net and running that kind of a tempo. The pass pulls the setter off, and it automatically has to slow down our offense a little bit because the imbalance happens for our setter and then our hitters. And I've been so encouraged by our serve-receive pass. We work on it a ton every single day, and we challenge our guys, and we put numbers in front of them that they need to accomplish. So many serve-receive perfect passes within each practice day. And the guys have owned it, and they keep pushing themselves to do better within those time parameters. And that tempo of offense that Lucas has been able to run has been fun. It's just been fun. And I'd say this week and moving forward, Lord willing, we're going to keep refining the routes and the tempo and just so that it becomes more instinctive rather than a thought process. We're still in think mode, in thought process mode, but I anticipate that that's going to keep smoothing out as we keep working on it.
This was an important match in terms of the conference because Morningside was undefeated. You take care of that this time around, the conference the conference round robin, if you will, and now you try to take care of Ottawa on Saturday. And I said to Luke, you don't want to put you want to play the one that's in front of you.
Yeah.
You can't play the one that's 2 or 3 in front of you. You have to play this one.
Yep.
But positioning yourself nicely by just simply taking care of what you can control at this point of the year.
True, and we want to keep growing each week. And that growth for us each week is the most important part over and above whatever opponent we have next on our schedule. We need to be better this week than we were last week, and next week we need to be better than we are currently today and in these weeks. And so that's been our practice focus. That's been the numbers that we put in front of the guys with the stats that they need to accomplish in our practice gym. That kind of self-discipline is what's allowing us, I think, to keep striving forward. And I've been really, really encouraged, Mike. These guys, they're hungry for more. And in other experiences of coaching our men's volleyball program, there's been a sort of a fine balance of how much can we keep pushing and demanding. And these guys keep asking for more. They keep wanting more and craving it. And that's been fun for all of us to just roll forward and hold the next bar a little bit higher on the next day and the next week. And so where Ottawa fits into that on Saturday, that's our immediate next experience of measuring ourselves. Have we grown? How are we doing in our own serve and pass in that Ottawa match? How are we doing in the blocking, the defense, the scrambles? This was such a fun, fluid scramble kind of defensive into offensive points opportunity that we've needed. And even just last weekend up in Jamestown, we were not as fluid as we were today. It was clunky, and so I'm just encouraged. I could keep going on and on, but what a blessing and a joy to see these guys bring more and more things together and trust each other better.
I think that's it. We'll see you on Saturday.
Love it. Thanks, Mike.
That's Coach Chad Hansen, and that's going to do it for the Wireless World postgame show. Once again, Dordt victorious over Morningside, 25-16, 25-16, and 25-11. Join us again tomorrow. We've got Dordt softball from the ASB Sports Complex at the Dome. We'll have both games on the Dordt Media Network in terms of the full-blown coverage, and we'll also have video of all of those contests tomorrow from the ASB Sports Complex. That's going to do it for the Dordt Media Network crew. Coach Chad Hansen and player Luke Nelson. I'm Mike Biker. Have a good evening.